If you have Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, Sun, Moon or Rising sign, this is a look at energies that could be around you for the week ahead, Sunday to Sunday. So the three topics that came up are your fourth house of your roots, your security and where you live, your house and also your family. Your seventh house of relationships, sometimes open enemies too, and your 11th house of friends. So I'm going to look at each of these areas of your life in turn, even though the themes may kind of intermingle. We shall see. So let's start with your home, your family, your sense of security. What do you most need to know about that for this week ahead and beyond? Okay, so your fourth house of your home, your sense of security, your roots, you in the past have felt like you've finally come in from out of the cold, or this might be just quite current. So there is this great feeling that you belong, you found your place, and it seems to have been to do with nostalgia here. There's just really sweet, beautiful, innocent love feelings here. So there might have been the start of something new, some new chapter in your home life or your sense of security. And it may have been to do with things finally being out in the open, no more secrets. So that seems to be put you in a much better frame of mind for your stability. And look at that beautiful house there. Just the stark difference between, you know, the being out in the snow and being a bit of a beggar. You've kind of come inside this beautiful house where there are lovely people in your neighborhood or in your environment who give you beautiful things. That is a really nice vibe around your home and family at the moment, or your emotional stability in a relationship. So you felt very expansive, and things might have happened quite quickly with the Eight of Wands here. This is fast growth. So maybe there was like a sudden decision to move in together in a relationship, or just to expand in some way, and there was quite a bit of exuberant optimism is what I'm picking up from this. Then, or soon, or shortly, or something, the Wheel of Fortune seems to go backwards. You might encounter something here that screeches everything to a halt and just kills your optimism dead. And Knight of Swords in reverse. This seems to be information or fears that you are holding in and not expressing. It's a lack of movement of ideas. It could be that you disagree about something fundamental with somebody, and that is like everything sort of screeching to a halt. But it could be that you've got a lot of inner fears that you are not expressing, that if kind of are rising up. But the issue seems to be, what are we manifesting here is the question. This is the card of expecting great rewards from all the work you've done. So there should be good things coming. But what is the problem here? Because look at these cards that came out. There is something that you are being willfully blind to. So maybe there is something that you can't ignore anymore. So maybe some of the secrets that came out, or some of the unspoken desires that you sort of thought, yeah, that's fine, we can get past that, charge on anyway. Turns out you kind of not so fast, maybe. So the blinders either have come off or they need to come off. There is the deep need to go within here, to dig deep into the mysteries here. This card came out, Venus in Scorpio, secrets. So the secrets seem to be looming large. Did you think that they maybe all had been revealed and perhaps there was more to come out? But Venus in the 8th house, it is about the psyche, it is about digging deep. It is about excavating or taking a deep dive into your psyche. These cards kind of are the same. So there is good energy here around you, being honest emotionally with yourself about your deepest needs and being able to express these. I think that's what I'm getting from this Knight of Swords in reverse. Not expressing your innermost feelings here has you feeling like you're going backwards, and it has you feeling quite worried, like, what have I just done? What are we doing here? What are we even able to manifest? Somehow there is a spiritual element to this with the Sapphire card here. Blue is about the throat chakra. It is about speaking up. So that seems to be a theme. First of all, the willingness to not speak up, to keep the blinders on, pretend everything's fine, but then stewing inwardly with the inner worries, and just the real need to examine your deepest needs. This is all about security, of course. So you may have uncovered something you didn't realize about what you need to feel secure in a relationship, and you are being confronted with depths to your own psyche that you kind of hadn't wanted to look at, and they are coming out now. Now that that's what happens when you feel safe and secure. New things come out of the depths that you didn't really know were there. And it can be very triggering. It's like, haven't I evolved past all of this? But it's because you feel safe. It's because you feel secure. You have come in out of the cold and you are somewhere that you can trust. It's just your fears now are, something's risen up and it is being brought to the surface so you can deal with it. So let's see here. What do you need to know about that? I'm being drawn to this. What do you need to know about this, this worry that you're dealing with, this need to dig deep? I love these cards. Okay, so the only thing that is holding you back from idyllic times in the Garden of Eden is, you guessed it, your imaginary fears. The fears that are not grounded in any sort of reality. That is what is threatening your stability right now, your sense of home in a relationship or just in life. You are haunted by something from your past. So what do you need to do here? I mean, speaking up seems to be a big part of it, but let's just see what else the cards can tell us here. So Saturn in the 7th house. This is about relationships, and that is the house we're looking at next. I dare say this is all going to be related. And Saturn is about boundaries. It's about understanding expectations and meeting them, meeting your obligations. It's about taking a relationship very seriously. So you love Saturn because it is about walls. You don't like it when it's about obstacles, but it is great for permanence. If you're building a house, you don't want to build a shitty house that's going to fall down as soon as the first breeze blows through. You want that thing to be solid and to stand the test of time and to withstand any assault that might assail it. So that's where Saturn comes in. It's kind of like the three little piggies building the house. You want the house made of bricks that cannot be moved. That's what you're building. So that is a great thing here. There are idyllic times. There is beauty on the other side of this, but the Saturn is the headmaster, so it requires you to put in the work. You cannot just keep your blinders on. You cannot just swallow your own needs and try and keep the peace. A relationship is about both parties being honest about what they need to feel secure and sharing that vocally, and listening and going back and forth with conversation and sharing, listening, understanding. Regurgitating is not the right word, but reflecting back. Relationships are all about reflecting back and forth. And look at the Saturn in Libra, the word there is devotion, I just noticed. So that is so beautiful, and it does speak to what is up on offer if you can get past these fears. Okay, energies for you to lean away from and energies for you to lean towards here. In your quest for security, seems to involve speaking up, giving voice to your fears, taking your blinders off where things you've been prepared to overlook in the past to your own detriment. Oh, this is interesting. So lean away from frivolous talk. This is the Page of Swords. It's in reverse, even upright. It's still quite frivolous. It is scatterbrained. It has no plan. It certainly is not speaking about anything of consequence. So lean away from that kind of frivolous speaking, chitter chatter, lying, sort of not being honest. Oh yes, no, that's fine by me. I don't mind. Don't lie about that sort of stuff anymore. Find a way to say, yeah, I would feel better if you didn't do that. It's actually not okay with me. It's about having the courage that this relationship will stand the test of time, or whatever the situation is that is threatening your stability. It is about actually putting your foot down and standing firm, because when you stand firm, that's what Saturn loves. The headmaster loves it when you just have the courage of your convictions here. So lean towards Two of Wands in reverse. So the Two of Wands is about deciding how you want your life to live, to be, and making decisions. So this is kind of like, don't be so rigid in your plans about how you want your life to look and what it needs to be. Go with the flow a bit more. So lean towards the fear of the unknown and lack of planning and just kind of winging it. You want to be rigid about your beliefs and your morals, your values, what keeps you safe, working together to build something absolutely gorgeous. But you don't want to direct it down one path and be so rigid that you don't give the other party equal involvement here. So that it is about lightening up in a way, but holding firm to what is true and good and honest and gives you stability, but without being rigid and dogmatic about how that has to look. Because you should really collaborate on building a house together with a partner. Collaborate with whoever this is that is threatening your sense of security, whatever issue has come up, and it might just be within your own psyche. Try to let go of your own ideas that you've kind of blindly accepted that might have come from childhood. Maybe it's childhood kind of visions of how your life was going to go that has led you to feel insecure. For example, maybe you dreamed of having a lifelong job and be in a stable office for the rest of your life, but maybe stability now is actually being a nomadic person who works from wherever and travels the world, and that because you're having trouble adjusting your thoughts. That could be one area where you are sabotaging your own stability because you've got such a narrow definition of what stability means to you that you're kind of overlooking the bigger picture. All right, what's one more card to just sum up this fourth house of stability? So this is about taking practical steps. Saturn again, Capricorn is the sign there that is ruled by Saturn. So this is getting very disciplined with your emotions there, the moon being the emotions, Saturn being discipline. That is your key to success here. It's very Saturnine, very Saturnine. So it is about, I just love the picture on this card. It is about working hard in a practical way with your emotions, with your stability, and just growing something slowly. Grow your stability slowly and surely. That is a great kind of metaphor here to sum up this whole area. Okay, I'm going to pick these cards up and we'll get on to the next topic, which may well be related because it is the seventh house of relationships. Interesting, air signs. Okay, you are feeling very confident financially or in practical terms in your relationship. You really feel like you have found someone to be with, so you are no longer the hermit, kind of doing things on your own. You found a partner here, but it has turned you upside down as the Emperor. So you feel really quite secure in your earning power and in your practical skills, in your tangible, kind of what you bring tangibly to the relationship, but you are feeling upside down in love. So this is all the kings. So the King of Cups is technically upside down, the King of Swords, which is communication, and the King of Wands, which is passion and verve, like energy. So even though you're feeling quite good about your practical skills and what you bring to the table in that area, financial maybe, you are feeling upside down in every other area. And it really feels like you have put your own needs to the back burner for so long that there's some kind of imbalance that might be here. You are feeling like you are not being offered love and you're not capable of offering love because there's something that is blocking you from this. And it really is time to let go of whatever this block is, to overcome it. There are big shifts that are indicated here with the world turning. This is your chance to end a negative cycle and get into a positive cycle, because look at what's on the other side of it. 10 of Cups. This is the ultimate happiness. So you really are on the way to this great emotional happiness. Happily ever after. But there is something that really needs to change, something big, and it feels like it's something within you because you feel upside down in certain areas. And one of them is communication. One of them is love, and one of them is energy. So you really are backwards about sharing those things. You are feeling quite guarded here. You feel like the need to defend yourself, and you're feeling quite defeated by that. So this really is, we've got the microphone here that you really do need to speak up about your own needs. You need to really expand your sense of self here. You need to really define yourself in this relationship. This is Jupiter in Aries. Aries is all about selfishness. Jupiter is about expanding. I feel that you are in a lopsided relationship because you've put yourself last, and that's been a bit of a habit for you. So it feels like you need to redress the balance here. You really need to speak up, put your own needs first, which might feel quite alien to you, especially if you're a Libran. Librans love, they love balance, but they sort of like to be the giver, rather than actually stand up for themselves. They can see the other person's point of view too easily. That is one thing. So there is a lot of insight that you are getting. This is blue again. It's the need to speak up from your throat chakra and speak loudly about what you need. It really does work back with the other, the previous area, which was the sense of stability here. So there is the need to put yourself first. There is again the need for discipline, for patience, for building something rock solid. And it is about the flow of communication here. So really that is the thing that is kind of holding you back, is biting your tongue again, putting your needs last. And that might feel very generous, but it actually isn't sustainable in a relationship that has to be equal. So you are being urged to lean away from imposter syndrome, not feeling good enough for your partner, therefore being like the eager to please, bite my tongue, don't say anything, don't rock the boat. Lean away from that energy, and lean away from secrets. So biting your tongue again. Lean towards communication. So really a lot of communication, and it's very powerful and it's fast. There's a lot of it, as I said. So this is just lean into communicating. That is just the overriding energy here in your relationship, because look at what is ahead of you if you can do this. I'll pull a couple more cards, but we also got the roundabout here, which is about the flow of information, keeping things moving, keeping things growing. You don't want to just end up stagnant in a relationship. Okay, so what's on both sides of this? Okay, I'm going to pull. What am I going to pull here? I'm going to pull 3 cards for each of you. So the first one is for you. These 3 cards are for you, because the first one out is dreams, and I just immediately get the sense that you are putting your dreams on the back burner here in this relationship. So these 3 cards are for you. Dreams, leap of faith, breaking free. Gosh, so you really do have to speak up here. You do have to really launch yourself. Again, with the blue here for the throat, it might feel really scary to speak up, but that is what you are being urged to do. Break free from your old habits here, from your old conditioning that says that you can't, that you're not an equal player in this relationship, that your needs come second. You are entitled to follow your dreams. Speak to your dreams. Say what is bothering you. Say what you need. What's missing. So together, step by step, this is, you can let go of this past sort of stagnancy and move towards this happily ever after. Because, you shouldn't be upside down in 3 whole areas of your relationship. Again, that is passion, verve, dreams is part of it, your ambitions, love, and the ability to express love and receive love, and just expression, swords energy, King of Swords upside down there. So you've sort of financially fulfilled, financially stable, but you need the rest of it. You really need the rest of it. Okay, so that is the 7th house of relationships. I'm hearing that that's finished. So now let's go to the 11th house of friends and groups that you associate with. Can also be hopes and wishes, and we have Venus there, so there might be some love and friendship that sort of combines nicely in a way. Let's have a look here. I can't believe this card came out again. The Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Cups came out again. We've had the Two of Wands. This is kind of fascinating. All right, so maybe everything is interlinked. What's going on here, please? Well, again, we've got the Blinders card here. There's something going on within groups and friendships here. It all seems to be intermingled with your sense of security and also your relationships. But look, it may not be. So please interpret these energies, how it works for you and how it makes sense for you in your life, because only you really understand how these energies come together for you, because this is a collective reading. Look, if you would like a personal reading, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. I would love to do a reading for you. But for the collective, you are showing up as the Empress, or that's who you have been, sitting on your throne, very abundant, the queen of all the queens, so in a very good position. And you've managed to heal some past pain, so you are sitting pretty. You've actually beaten back the devil in a friendship situation or a group. So there might have been something toxic around you, but you've separated yourself from that in a group situation. And you are now at the point of deciding how you want to move forward in your life. And there is this beautiful energy here of coming out of the cold. So this is being in the fold, being included, being surrounded by friends. There is, again, so much joy here. This is a happily ever after card that is coming up for you with your friend group. So it may not be to do with your relationships. It may just be that you are feeling the support of friends like never before. And this is kind of payback for all the work that you've done. You are reaping the rewards of the friendships that you have grown and nurtured. This is the card of sort of abundance, of good things happening because of the good work that you have done. But there is the need for the blinders to come off in some regard. An olive branch you may need to extend, or somebody may extend to you. Maybe that's what brings you in from out of the cold. And is the joyful conclusion, maybe. There is something to do with heart and home and family, and family again implicated. So this is either your friends really being like family to you. You really kind of seem to be feeling the love of your group of friends. So let's see what else the universe wants you to know about this friend group. What's the nature of the blinders here? Let's just find out a little bit more about that in the 11th house matters. What is the issue around blinders? Okay, you have a new perspective, or you are about to have a new perspective. It is about somebody who left your life, or that you may be revisiting somebody from the past, and it may be to do with this olive branch here. It does look like there was a falling out in the past that is coming up for repair. So that seems to be a good sign. It's something, yeah, there might have been heartbreak in the past, and some kind of association that it actually took a lot for you to walk away from, but you did. But it is now coming back around for reinstatement. So what is your advice here? What is the energy to lean away from here? Because it all feels very positive. Yes, you want to lean away from shirking the work. Lack of long-term vision. So you really want to think about how you want your future to evolve, how you want these ships to come in. What do you want to have happen? And if you want this happily ever after, what do you need to do to get it? Be prepared to put the work in. So this might be you reaching out to somebody else, or it might be once somebody reaches out to you, to be open to putting in the work with them, with a friend. Okay, energies to lean towards. Surrender, letting go. This is the Hanged Man again. So this is enlightenment. Lean towards getting a new perspective on something, allowing new ideas to come in, allowing yourself to change your mind. So you might have to backtrack on something. You might have given someone else the cold shoulder, and you might be bringing them back into the fold when you realize something about them. So lean into the uncertainty, lean into the idea that you may not know everything there is to know about a situation. I'm getting the feeling of one more card. Yeah, lean towards reconciliation here. 2 of Cups. Lean in towards extending an olive branch or receiving an olive branch here. There seems to be some coming together in a nice, beautiful, warm way in your friend group. And it looks like you are the magnanimous one in the seat of power here. So lean into that. Okay, I'm going to pull a few more cards to finish up your overview reading. So look at everything that is going on. What final words does the universe have to say to you for the week ahead, air signs? Okay, so really the overview message for you could not be clearer. You really have to speak up. Speak your truth, sacred breath and sound. That really is about just like letting it out. You need to be reclaiming your power. Claim your power, but reclaim your power. So it's time the tiger roared, because you've been putting up with too much for too long. You have resisted change, and maybe you've met resistance or backed down from resistance. But you do have to step up to the plate now. It is game over in terms of being on the back foot, of not owning up to what you need to say. You have brilliant beliefs, you have hopes and dreams, they are worth pursuing. So you really do have to put yourself first in some new ways that you haven't done in the past. You need to have discrimination here. When it comes to love, Virgo, this is Venus in Virgo. So it's also about the 6th house, the Virgo house. So be very discriminating, be very cautious, because adjustments are required, but you already know that. This reading has made it very clear. But look, prosperity lies ahead. So you are actually on the right path. You are already doing what you need to do, but you've just got to do more of it. Be more forthright is what I'm picking up. It's a time to give rather than take. This time what I'm getting from this is give your opinion. Give people tell them what you need. It's about broadcasting, giving. What's this here? New moon in Virgo. So Virgo, again, this is very concise. It's not catastrophizing. It's not blowing something up into a giant argument. It's being quite cool and quite clinical, quite detached. In fact, detachment was the word on Venus in Aquarius, the 11th house, the very first card out about friend groups. So be detached, be discerning, use your discrimination, again, with Virgo. So you are already doing it, and you are calling in your soul family, or you already have. So you are working with people who are your soul tribe. So this is, you're doing the right things. You're with the right people. You know the path that you're supposed to be on. You know what you need to say. You know what you need to do. So it is time to step up and do it. No longer put yourself and put your own needs sort of in the background. King of Swords. So that is about standing up and being forthright and speaking up. It's a really big theme for you this week. Time to really get your ideas out there with the communication there. Be the king, no matter your gender, of communication. That is really the overriding message this week. So I hope that helps you, my darlings. This is Sarah wishing you abundance, love, and joy as you open up that throat chakra and get talking.